Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. My name is Legendary and today I want to talk about the 3 best cavalry legendary pair marchers in Rise of Kingdoms. Hello my friends and welcome back to another guide for cavalry marchers. Don't forget to drop that thumbs up for me. Try to help me out at least a little bit with the algorithm on YouTube. Now let's get straight into the video. Some of the marchers that I'm gonna mention in this video might not sound very popular to some of you, or you're probably having experience with some other marchers saying that, hey, this and this works much better for me. But the marchers that I'm gonna give you in this video is mainly for the utility, and I'm already using some of these marchers and probably you already heard from some of them, but I'm also gonna explain why I'm choosing these marchers, and I'm also gonna give you options for various other marchers or various other situations. But I'm gonna name the 3 best and then I'm gonna go into the details. So the first march that I honestly strongly recommend, I don't think it matters if you're a cav player, infantry, archer, or mix, or you just want to do like I'm doing on my alt account right now. I'm just doing marchers that are really good. So I'm having Guan and Alex, I'm having Artemisia and YSG, and I plan to do Saladin and William, and then I plan to do Trajan and Aethelflaed. I just want to do the best that it is from cavs and the best that it is from archers, and the best that it is from infantry and leadership as well. So Saladin and William, it's the first march that I really recommend to have from the cav arsenal. Now the reason being that is because Saladin has support talent tree, and with the support talent tree he has a very good rage engine. He is also slowing with 50% the marches and reducing the healing effect. That's not really so important when you reach Season of Conquest, but he does 1700 damage factor. He has a very nice defensive and very nice bonuses for your cavs, and then skill damage reduction, counterattack damage reduction, and so on. Now if you go to William, with his primary skill, William is debuffing the targets that attacked troops extra skill damage from buffs cannot take effect. So for example, the marches that William is hitting, if they get a buff from Trajan, or if they get an all damage buff, or if they get any buffs that increases their skill damage, if this skill is active, the hidden bloodline, it will negate that. So that's pretty awesome. It means that William also provides a debuff on top of the AoE. And if you look at William 4 skill, which is very unique, by the way, it's also a very nice support skill that gives rage restoration and defense to your nearby friendly allies. Now if you don't know, this is going up to 5 nearby friendly allies. The only support commander that actually tells you the truth, if I'm correct, is Cleopatra, that it says up to 5 allied troops, and that's it. It has priority to target your own troops, so any kind of support buffs that you see that Trajan does on his primary, that Joan of Arc does on her primary skill, that Constantine does with his primary, it's always targeting as a priority your marchers and up to 5 marchers, even if it doesn't mention. So William definitely has a very important in the murder ball, or even in your own murder balls. That's why Saladin and William is very important for the field fight. The more Saladin and Williams, the better there is, because they're also slowing targets, so targets cannot get away. 50% march speed is pretty big, and then you have the debuff, which probably is not so important, to be very honest. I'm really want to be very honest about it, but is the 4 skill. This 4 skill from William is pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. So good. It's unreal. Which makes Saladin and William to be kind of a machine of casting skill. Now I usually have in my army Trajan, as you already noticed that I clicked on him. And because it's an active skill and William is a passive skill, active skills with passive skills stack. Now what is that meaning? It's meaning that if I'm getting the primary skill and the fourth skill from William in the same time on my marchers, it means that my marchers get 100 rage per second. Now that's pretty nuts, right, when you think about it. So that's why I really, really like William. And I can't see how to split apart Saladin and William. The only way there would be is Glocker from my alliance. He's using Chandragupta and William, but he also has some legendary accessories with special talent on cabs, and that might have something to do with it as well. He's saying that Chandragupta and William for him is working amazing. He's probably said that working better than Saladin and William for him. I don't know. I mean, Chandragupta is really amazing with his third skill or fourth skill. I think is with third skill, yeah. That is debuffing the target. And I think he has the dagger with special talent on calves. I mean, obviously, when you have really good equipment and all that, you can make some marches to be really good. But I mentioned about utilities, so that's why Saladin and William is the number one, because he is very useful as well. Now, going on number 2, we got to introduce some of the new ones, which I already maxed. And I wasn't very happy about him on the field. And I'm going to mention about that as well. Xiang Yu and Chandragupta is the second march. Now, the first reason why I'm putting them together is because it is also a rally march. So if you need to rally a city, you need to rally a flag or something, you don't have to retreat 2 marches back home. Maybe you're a, I don't know, backup rally, because you just max them even if you don't have the best equipment or stuff like that, but you just need to rally something. You only retreat 1 march back, so that's, I don't know, a very nice advantage. The second thing about Xi and Chandragupta, I usually put ring on my Xiang Yu. Right now I don't have the ring. If I would have Chandragupta. Now the reason being that is because Chandragupta, when he's doing his primary skill, it also gives you 40% damage bonus for 3 seconds, which is considered all damage. Now if you have the ring, that's another 50% if you're lucky enough and they go in the same time. And that's not about increasing the damage over Xiang Yu, but it is about when you get swarmed. Because this all damage also gives you counter attack damage and normal attack damage. And if you look at Xi, when you have the 4 set pieces, you also get another 3% counter attack. So as defenseless as they are, if you have this skill popping in when you're being swarmed, you might not have that bad trades. And I already tested it a little bit with the Xiang Yu and Takeda, and you're not going to have that bad trades because you're also having a lot of normal attack and counter attack damage when you're getting swarmed. Because the reason that I didn't like Xi, and I was very disappointed of maxing him straight away, I just got carried away, is because of his 4th skill. So doing skills with him, which he does them pretty fast, his rage requirement is 90 and you can take another 50, so it's 850, so it does skills pretty fast. He's getting these 6 stacks quite fast, unfortunately, and that's 60% march speed reduction. Now you get another Saladin, march speed reduction on you, and another Richard, and oh my god, you're done. He's locked down, he's not moving, he's kind of dead. So that was one thing I didn't like about him, because the tactic on Murder Ball right now is keep going in and out, is keep going forward, attacking, coming back, and trying to not lose the rage bar, so you can keep popping skills, and then you come back a little bit, then you go back in the next 3 seconds, and you pop skills again. And that's why Xiang Yu is getting this stack and is getting slowed and is being caught. So most of the time he was getting demolished, and that's why the only way I would see him working for the field is probably with Chandragupta and having a ring on them. And might sound crazy, but probably even Vengeance. If he's swarmed, just to try to cause as much counter-attack damage as possible, so when you check the report, it's not so bad in your favor. You also done some damage back. So that's the second march, Xiang Yu and Chandragupta. Going on to the third march, it's two options, but I'm pretty sure most of you will go with the option one, Attila and Takeda. It's hard to say, and I don't know what else to say, but yes, Attila and Takeda. Now, my go-to option would probably be Genghis, and I'm not sure where he is. So many legendaries, I just can't find Genghis. He's somewhere over here. Genghis and Takeda. I have used Genghis for a very long time, 50 million kills. But obviously, Attila is providing a lot more kills, especially when the opponents are overwhelming. You probably see me using on my last live stream when there were just, I don't know, a lot of marches there and we couldn't make a murder ball going on to try to fight them. It was very hard. Attila and Takeda was working. As crazy as it sounds, Attila and Takeda was doing the trick of giving positive trades or super positive trades, or at least even trades, the worst case scenario, even trades, and being able to still play the game, because you want to play, you want to fight, and that's where Attila Takeda is very helpful. But when you really bring him in the field in a murder ball, they are not being that helpful. That's why I also put them as the third march, because it's probably a lot of you who are joining Season of Conquest. Like, you're just finishing your KVK 3 and you're joining Season of Conquest, and you have in your Mightiest Governor, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 commanders, and you don't even know which one to pick. Attila Takeda is the last one. Like, you need to be probably a mega whale to start working on Attila Takeda, or a heavy spender. I'm not sure even for a medium spender. You need to do your Saladin and William. That should be your number one priority. And then, if you really are a spender, you need your Xiang Yu and Chandragupta for rallying, right? Because right now, what is being used a lot in KVK, what I have seen so far, at the date and time of this video, is Pakal and Harald being used a lot with infantry. But currently, if you want to spend calves in rallying, flags, and so on, it's Xiang Yu and Chandragupta. They are the cav meta currently that can be used. So you want to make sure that if you are a spender and you're going to do your tech and so on, you will be able to also rally flags and fortresses and so on. So if the kingdom has a lot of calves left, people are complaining about archers, probably complaining about infantry, then at some point you have to spend calves. So Xi and Chandragupta is the way to go at the time and date of this video. That's why Attila and Takeda is on the third place, because it's not really something you want to invest on, and Genghis is definitely dropping in ranks, so it's not something I would invest on anymore. I think I've mentioned in one of my previous video where I talked about the new legendary order, where I just talked about individual commanders, individual legendary that people should invest on, that I recommend they should invest on. I mentioned there about Genghis as well. Yeah, he's getting outdated. Saladin, still a beast. Super beast. I really like him a lot. Probably one of the best cav commanders that they ever introduced, and the most universal. Now, again, as I was talking about Attila Takeda, if I go on the kills, you can see 94 million kills. That's a lot of kills, 100%. And if I go in my Takeda, which probably should have a little bit more, because I used him second to Xi, I used him second to Genghis, very universal, 112. So two of my commanders have over 200 million kills from my almost 1 billion kills. Just two commanders is 20% of that. That's pretty nuts. So definitely very good on filling hospitals, and very good on getting kills and causing severely wounded. But again, this doesn't mean that it's going to win you your KVK, right? And I also have to mention that Attila and Takeda have been used a lot in altars and ruins, as it was back then. We played KVK 3 about 3-4 times, so there was a lot of altars and ruins that we have done, and Attila Takeda was the best, causing a lot of severely wounded. So again, that's why they have a lot of kills. You want to have a lot of AoE, you want to have a lot of support and a lot of buffs in the murder ball if you really want to win a KVK, if you really want to win on the field battle. That's why, again, Attila and Takeda is on the 3rd place. Now let me know in the comment section below what you think about this video. I've done the infantry one as well. It seems to be going very, very well about that one. Now that we have the archer coming up soon, I'm definitely going to do about the archers as well once they will be released, officially released. So you know the 3 best archers. But I can guarantee you that it doesn't matter how good the new archers are, regardless of how good they are. YSG will be in the archers. He's too good to universals, and some of these 2 as well, which are really good. Most likely him as well, because he is really good as well. Regarding Cavs, and going back a little bit for a moment to Cavs, Minamoto, Double C, Genghis, they are dropping in utilities drastically. Jadwiga is for Garrison. She didn't make a whole lot of waves. Now with Pakal and Harald, I doubt anyone would want to try to defend with Cavs. I feel kind of sorry for Cavs to be drastically going down, but I do have a very hot feeling. So not warm, a very hot feeling, because we got Xi. So Xi is an exceptional rally commander. The only problem that is that he doesn't have a strong second in command. This is the problem with Xiang Yu right now. He's not excelling on his maximum potential because all the other CAF commanders that we have, that we can put as a second to him, is not as strong as it should be. So I'm guessing that the next 2 CAF commanders that will be introduced will make Xi very powerful. Or probably Chandragupta, but I doubt it. I have a strong feeling that they might just want to bury Chandragupta slowly, and probably make Xi rise. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. And until next time, this is your boy Legendary, signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.